Hey guys, welcome to another episode of LarryBoy Fanatic, and I am the LarryBoy Fanatic. And today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top 7 LarryBoy episodes from Veggietales in the House. So yeah, you could say spoilers much of the time. But without further ado, let's get started.
Is the episode called Starved for Attention. Yeah, this one offended me somehow. I mean, let me explain the premise. The episode centers around Junior Jetpack trying to get some media attention, and in the process, he's really jealous because LarryBoy is given more spotlight than he is. Well, Junior Jetpack, or Junior Asparagus, I should say, you shouldn't have stole the spotlight from LarryBoy in the League of Incredible Vegetables. How about that? Now, the main reason why I scored this episode low on the list was because, oh my gosh, how do I explain this? You have this documentary crew, that follows LarryBoy. It's like, oh, they want to do movie deals and spin-offs or whatnot, and LarryBoy is like, I don't want to do all that. Just leave me alone. That's like really making the LarryBoy fans, the purest especially, the most devout of LarryBoy fans, look really bad. Because, yeah, LarryBoy deserves a movie. Yeah, LarryBoy needs to have more recognition because he's so underrated right now, especially with these superhero movies coming out like Batman vs. Superman. And for that matter, this documentary crew is portrayed as snobby and being of the times. And that's not what most LarryBoy fans are. That's not what we're about. Anyway, enough of my rant. Let's go on to the next episode on this list. So up at number 6 is Junior Jetpack. This is where Junior Asparagus decides to become a superhero like LarryBoy. Where have we seen that before? Anyway, in this episode, Potato steals Ichabezer's dog and makes a robot version of the dog, and all this crazy stuff happens. LarryBoy gets locked inside his Larry cave, and yeah, technically he doesn't save the day in this episode, but Junior does. Ugh. Number 5, The Birthday Thief. Yeah, this one was simply odd for me. So the premise is that Potato is stealing birthdays, apparently. Well, actually, he's just ruining people's birthday parties with a big old vacuum. This leads to LarryBoy being on the case, and we learn that the reason why Potato is stealing birthdays, and I really hope to God that this is not his official origin. The reason why he's stealing birthdays is because growing up, nobody celebrated his birthday. So that's a reason why he's a villain. And during that episode, we get a musical number from Potato, and I gotta be honest, that is, oh my gosh, that's like the weirdest song that I've ever heard. That shows that he can't rap, he can't sing. Oh my gosh, you would have to watch that episode. Yeah, that's gotta be seen to be believed. Oh yeah, and spoiler alert, LarryBoy doesn't technically save the day. Yeah, this was in season 1, guys. Number 4, The Missing Jetpack. Now, mind you, this was in season 3 of Veggietales in the House, so no spoilers, okay? But what I can only describe without spoiling it for some of y'all is that the episode revolves around Junior trying to look for his jetpack and Mr. Lunt being responsible for it. And, well, I can't really go into it because this is still brand new. This is, like, season 3 just came out this past Friday. But what I can tell you is that there is a really good musical number, and Mr. Lunt seemed to be a lot of fun. And, wouldn't you know it, Tim Hodge directed this episode. Now, mind you, Tim Hodge was the director of Larry Boy and the Bad Apple, so usually whatever comes from him, whatever was directed by him, is usually pretty good. And up at number 3 is the episode Duo Day, which was also directed by Tim Hodge. In this episode, Larry Boy and Junior Jetpack become a team in fighting Potato and his appliances. One of the things I liked about this episode was that Potato had a really good plan to take over the house. I mean, he had a device that could control any appliance. And yeah, that's pretty badass on Potato's part. Another great thing about this was the choreography of the fight scene. I mean, it's really badass. I mean, Larry Boy and Junior Asparagus, like, duking it out with the appliances. Yeah, that was pretty cool. But I can't get over the fact that one of the catchphrases that Junior would say during this fight scene was Taco Tuesday. I mean, what does Taco Tuesday have to do with this fight scene? Overall, that was a really cool episode. Now, up at number 2 is The Big Secret. Yeah, that episode is also from season 3, so again, no spoilers. The plot is that Larry Boy is paranoid that everyone is trying to plot against him, and I won't dare say why people are holding this huge secret behind him. I mean, it'll show you towards the end of the episode, but I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. But I will say that this episode felt like another League of Incredible Vegetables. It's like League of Incredible Vegetables all over again, and you'll definitely see why when you watch this episode. And what I liked about this episode was like how we're following Larry Boy in his paranoia. It's like some of it is funny, and then at other times it's like, Larry Boy, just calm down. Yeah, that was pretty funny. And yeah, go and watch this episode. And finally, for number 1, it's the episode For the Honor of Larry Boy. Yeah, the best thing about this episode was that we get to follow Larry Boy the majority of the time. There was no Junior Jetpack, no, none of that, and no other superheroes. It was just him. Now, the episode follows Larry Boy as he reluctantly saves Ickabeezer. Well, he didn't want to save him at first because, yeah, Ickabeezer is a really grumpy old man. Yeah, I could totally understand that. But when Ickabeezer gets kidnapped by Potato, then Larry Boy steps up to the plate to save him anyway. Yeah, this is the first episode in which Larry Boy gets to showcase his new costume design. And this is also the episode where we're introduced to Potato. Now, this episode is really important for Larry Boy fans because it showcases the new costume design and it shows us the villain that we're going to be stuck with from now on. But other than that, the episode itself, I mean, it was at a good pace. I mean, there may be some awkward moments, but you can't help but enjoy this episode the most. And that's why I listed this episode as number 1, because it was a start to something new for the Larry Boy universe.
So that was my top 7 Larry Boy episodes from Veggietales in the House. Now, if you liked this video, be sure to click that like button and subscribe. And I will be doing a review of Larry Boy and the Rumor Weed. I just need to watch that movie a few more times, and then I'll be able to get y'all a review. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time, this has been the LarryBoy Fanatic. See you guys!